feel about practice today?
Everybody set? All right. I was for our first day of full pads. I thought that we did some nice things. I thought the kids were trying to be physical and trying to come off the football and do some play physical. What I don't think we did is I don't think we focused on the little things that are going to make a difference, alignments and techniques. And I think we got lost in there somewhere when the full pads came on, which sometimes is natural, but we got to get locked back in and focus back in on job responsibilities, which again I don't think we did a very good job of that today. But happy with the effort, happy with them trying to be physical, and not happy with the focus of the details of the game.
Anybody that maybe hadn't caught your eye before in shorts that maybe stood out and when the pads went on they kind of jumped up to the fore?
No, I mean it's hard for me to say until I watch the film really who did what. Like I said, there's a lot of young freshmen out there that are being productive. There's a lot of the older guys that are really stepping to the front, that are really trying to lead and do play physical and play within the offense and the defense. So I mean there's a lot of positives going on, but I can't just say anybody just steps up and jumps out at you as far as being heads and tails above anybody else today.
Anything you tell us about Aubrey or A.J. Green?
Both of them, Philip, both of the guys are beat up, and both of them right now are still under evaluation, and so they're out right now in terms of until we continue to evaluate both of them and just see where we are. Don't want to go into the specifics of it, but on both sides of the line we're kind of beat up like that right now. So we'll just continue the evaluation process of those guys.
How valuable is it to have guys like Brandon Mosley and Chad Slade that kind of play both sides of that tackle spot to be able to kind of move around a little bit?
Very good, Jason. I mean, that's huge. I mean, we've kept Chad Slade at right tackle, which has been big, and we're just trying to let him build up reps and accumulate reps at that spot, learning, to have a comfort level on that side. Brandon obviously has played both, which that helps. Greg Robinson's got to really come on at a tackle. We got some other guys that really got to step up to the plate too. But right now, the fact that we can rotate some of those guys at either tackle does certainly help us.
Coach, Reese Dismukes, first of all, how challenging is it for a true freshman to be a center, and how is he progressing?
I'm really proud of Reese. He's got the right mentality. He's got the mentality that you like to have at that position. He's got a great feel for the game. His knowledge of the game is outstanding. He's one of the smartest players in the entire offensive line room when it comes to making calls, which, as we all know, the center has to do. That's a huge part of his job. So he's really, he's really well schooled and well versed in football and identifying things. So that's a huge part. And he'll continue to get better and better. His part is going to be the physicality of the game, playing against, so many of those 300-plus pounders are going to play over the top of him. That's going to be his challenge.
How big is it next week or so because of that for all these young guys? I mean, first scrimmage situations,
yeah,
full pads, this is
it's big. This week is very critical simply because, down there on both sides of the line, both offensively and defensively, there's no substitute for just getting in there and doing it. I mean, you got to do it. You can work all the drills and you can do all that, but from that tackle to tackle box in there, that game is a different game. And so the only way to do it is get down there and play down in there, both sides of the ball. So it's very physical. Guys are learning a lot. There's a lot of moving parts. So this week is invaluable because you have to have a lot of contact, just to get used to playing down there.
Anything else for Coach?
All right, man.